Hey everybody, Mr. G here to do the homework with you. Be sure that you put your name on it. Be sure you put the date. Today is the 12th. Here we go. The classroom currently contains 6 rows of chairs with 5 chairs per row. On parents' night, the classroom had twice as many chairs. Which number sentence can be used to find the number of chairs in the classroom on parents' night? So first, information that we need. So classroom currently contains 6 rows of chairs, 5 chairs per row. On parents' night, classroom had twice as many chairs. They want to know which number sentence can be used to find the number of chairs in the classroom on parents' night. Okay. All right. So if we take a look at this problem, first thing, do we have a total? Do we have a total? No, we do not have a total. So if we say no, we don't have a total, we're going to add or multiply. Okay. So now we have to figure out what we're going to add and multiply. So we know there's 6 rows of chairs. So I'm going to make 6 rows. And there's 5 chairs per row. So there's 5. Okay. 6. Oh, too many. Okay. 6. Now, that tells me that I'm going to be counting by 5. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. So I have 30. Now, what did I do here? I skipped counting by 5s. What strategy do we use to do that? Do we use that in multiplication, division, addition, subtraction? Right, we use it in multiplication because our only 2 choices are adding or multiplying. Okay, so we're not adding. Well, we are adding because we're skip counting. We're adding 5 each time, and we're skip counting by 5. So if we take a peek at our answers, 6 and 5. Are we adding 6 plus 5? No. B, are we multiplying 6 times 5? Yes. C, are we multiplying 6 times 5? Yes. D, 6 plus 5? No. Okay. So that's our first part of the problem. Now let's look at the second part. On parents' night, the classroom had twice as many chairs. So we know that they had 30 chairs, but then they had twice as many. So if I look at my options are to multiply by 2 or divide by 2. Okay. So they want to know that it was, or sorry, they know that it was twice as many. Twice as many. Okay. Twice as many tells us that we're going to multiply. If we were dividing, they would ask you, or sorry, they would tell you that there were half as many. So then you would have to cut the number in half. But they're telling you there's twice as many, so we're multiplying by 2. So the answer is B. Okay. Now remember, if I'm going too fast, you can pause, you can rewind, whatever you need to do. Next one. Yolanda made 11 sandwiches for a picnic. She used 2 pieces of bread for each sandwich. Which strip diagram can be used to find the number of pieces of bread Yolanda used? And yes, I know, probably have done this one before. That's fine, then you should know how to do it. First important information. Yolanda made 11 sandwiches for a picnic. She used 2 pieces of bread for each sandwich. Which strip diagram can be used to find the number of pieces of bread Yolanda used? Okay, so we have to think here again. Do we have a total? Oh, I don't know, I'm not sure. So, okay, what is the word problem talking about? Talking about sandwiches, yes. What else is it talking about? Right, it's talking about pieces of bread. Okay, and they want to know the number of pieces of bread that she used. So we know she made 11 sandwiches, but we don't know the number of pieces of bread she used. So we do not have a total. So total is no. So we would be multiplying or adding. Okay. But as you can see, it's a strip diagram, so it really doesn't matter which operation we're going to do. We just need to find a strip diagram that shows. Okay. So let's think about this. We know we do not have a total. In a strip diagram, whatever shows the whole needs to be blank because there is no total. So let's look at F. F is okay. It does not show a total. G is okay. It does not show a total. H is okay. It does not show a total. And J is okay. It does not show a total. So there we go. So let's go on to the next piece. Okay. She used 2 pieces of bread for each sandwich. So she used 2 pieces of bread for 1 sandwich. So 1 sandwich equals 2 pieces of bread. Okay. So let's look at F. We don't even have a 2 anywhere. So F is out. G. We have 2 and 2. Well, what does that mean? That means that it's just 4. So would not be it either because we need 11 of 2 pieces of bread. H, we have 2 and 11. Multiply 11 times 2 is 22. Okay. Could that be correct? Well, yeah. Think about it. Okay. Now let's look at J. J shows 2's and it shows 11 of them. So this one is multiplying 2 times 11. Now H is 2, so we have to make a decision on which one is going to be the correct answer. Okay, so we have 1 piece equals 2. So here's your 1 piece, and it equals 2 pieces of bread. So H would be out. Our answer is J. Okay. Turn over to the next page. Okay, make it a little smaller. There we go. Okay, here we go. Maria and her 2 friends shared a basket of strawberries. There were 36 strawberries in the basket. Each friend ate the same number of strawberries. What is the number of strawberries that each girl ate? Okay. So, first important information. Maria and her 2 friends shared a basket of strawberries. There were 36 strawberries in the basket. Each friend ate the same amount of strawberries. What is the number of strawberries that each girl ate? Okay. All right, so let's think about this. Okay. What are they talking about? They're talking about strawberries, right? Do we know how many strawberries they have? Yes, there were 36 strawberries in the basket. So do we have a total? Yes, we have a total. So if we say yes, we have a total, we're going to divide or subtract. Okay. Now let's think about this. Okay. Maria and her 2 friends shared. Okay, so we have how many people sharing strawberries there? 3. Maria and her 2 friends. So if we were to write the equation, it would be 36 divided by 3 equals blank. Okay, so our strip diagram would show a total of 36. Okay, and there's 3 friends, and we need to find out how much each friend got. Okay, So I'm going to go down to my division since I have my division equation. In the division equation, your total goes in the front. Okay. And then we're going to put 3 and 3. Remember, because we're doing fact families, they can't have the same number in the same spot. Okay. So now we can write the inverse operation of 36 divided by 3. In multiplication, your total goes after the equal sign. 36, 36. The other number we know is 3, so I'm going to put a 3 in the front and then a 3 in the next one. Okay. Now I have to solve it and find the answer. Okay. Now a few ways you can do this. Okay. Now, if you had a multiplication chart, you could count by 3s until you get to 36. Okay. Now you'll notice that when you're counting in your multiplication chart, your multiplication chart only goes to 30. Okay, because we only go to 10. So 30 is 3 times 10. So if I do 3 more, because I'm counting by 3s, that's 11. Add 3 more, that's 36 and 12. There's my answer. 36 has 12 each. So each friend would get 12. So that means that 3 times 12 is 36, or 12 times 3 is 36. 36 divided by 3 is 12. 36 divided by 12 is 3. And that is my fact family. Okay. All right, last one says use any strategy to solve. You can use any strategy you want of the ones we've learned, okay? I'm going to start with the area model. So my 9 goes here. I decompose 86 into a 0. 80 plus 6. Now I'm going to multiply. 9 times 0 is 0. And 9 times 8 is 72. Now I'm going to do 9 times the 6, which is 54. So I have 720 plus 54. 774. Okay. Now I'm going to go under that and I'm going to do standard logarithm. 9 times 6, 54. Your ones place goes down. The next one goes next door as a plus 5. 9 times 8 is 72 plus 5 is 77. 774. And your answers should match. All right, that'll do for the homework. We will see you tomorrow.